In today's video, we're going to go over what has grown to be one of my favorite builds for mid-game and even in-game PvE activities, all right? Obviously, it's a hunter build because I am Team Hunter Gang now. You know, hunters, we in the building. Also, when it comes to one aspect of this build, I know I'm completely late to the party, but I have to admit, when this particular thing was highly relevant, I was still floofing around on my Warlock, trying to open up the multiverse like I was Doctor Strange or something. So I'm late to the party, but better late than never, right? I think I'm gonna call this build the John Cena explosion build because when executed right, they can't see you, all right? Because you'll be invisible 99% of the time and everything around you will be volatile, which means it explodes when it is touched by something that is of the void archetype, all right? Now, volatile rounds are incredible when it comes to ad clearance and ad control, okay? They may not be the best thing for boss DPS, but they will for sure keep enemies off of you and your teammates back. When it comes to invisibility, it's absolutely goated because it's invisibility. Need I say more? If I do, I would have to say that you're invisible. Can't nobody see you. And you can escape from just about any situation as long as an enemy has not begun their attack animation in your direction. Not to mention it can be extremely clutch for reviving teammates or keeping you rocking when you are the last one standing. So now that you have an understanding of the usefulness of this build, let's jump in and break down those sweet, sweet details, shall we? Now, when it comes to this build, know that our goal here is to create as many ways as possible to go invis and to create volatile rounds, all right? Right here, we have 3 ways to go invisible, and we have actually 4 ways to create volatile rounds, all right? Let's go ahead and let's dive in. We're gonna start with the Night Stalker subclass, okay? So, abilities are a bit relative, right? I do like rocking Vortex Grenade, and you'll see why here shortly, but again, dodge, jump. Of course, we have nothing else besides the snare bomb, but all relative. Whether if you rock Deadfall, Spectral, Mobius Quiver, whatever, all relative. All right. The aspects, this is where things are where they are. All right. So we're rocking Vanishing Step. Way number 1 to go invis, dodging. All right. You're going to get your dodge back as fast as possible, and I actually went ahead and put mods on my armor that help support that to get that ability regen back faster, right? Talk about that here shortly. And then we also have Stylish Executioner. This works in tandem with our Snare Bomb. Our Snare Bomb is going to weaken the target, and then of course, once we go ahead and defeat that weakened target, we get invisibility, all right? That is way number 2, okay? Now let's go ahead and talk about these fragments here, all right? Echoes of Expulsion, all right? Void ability final blows causes the target to explode. That's just preference there, all right? This can be interchanged with whatever you want, all right? Echo of Cessation, all right? This is how we're going to start to create volatile rounds, okay? So this is means number 1, all right? Finisher final blows create burst of void, burst of void damage that causes nearby combatants to become volatile, all right? Boom. Way number 1 for volatility. So we got 2 ways for invis right now, 1 way for volatility, all right? Finisher final blows grant invisibility. This is the 3rd way we will be able to go invisible. So no matter what, in any activity, you should always have a means to go invisible. There has not been one time that I've been playing this game that I did not have an opportunity to go invisible as I was rocking this build. I kid you not, okay? So boom, we have Vanishing Step, so we dodge, we destroy or kill a weakened target, weaken, suppressed or volatile target, I should say. And then we can go ahead, finish off an enemy, and we can go invis. Beautiful, right? Last fragment we're rocking, Echo of Instability. Defeating targets with grenades grants volatile rounds to your void weapons, all right? So that works in tandem with the Vortex Grenade because this is great for ad clearing. If there are a bunch of ads just congealed in one area, then these 2 will work in tandem and you will get your volatile rounds, all right? So boom, 2 ways to go volatile. The finisher is a nice 2-for-1 special because invis, and we're going to be volatile, or we're going to generate volatile rounds, I should say, all right? Not only that, but when you get nade kills, we're going to get volatile rounds again, all right? Now, that all ties into this exotic armor piece, Gerfalcon's Halberd. This is what I was late to the party on, right? Everybody's been raving about this for the longest, and I was totally late to the party. I was a Warlock. I didn't know, right? Gerfalcon's is the absolute truth, right? It's intrinsic exotic perk, see me, feel me, After you be invisible, or once you come out of being invisible, your void weapons automatically gain volatile rounds. So if you melee to get out of invisibility, you shoot whatever, volatile rounds are active, right? Finishers while you're invisible. So if you are invis and there's an enemy near you that you can go ahead and finish, it's going to give you bonus damage for all your weapons and a reserve overshield for not just you, but all your allies, right? So this is like 5 exotics in one. I love it. I don't even want to take it off, right? So this is way number 3 for us to create volatile rounds. Okay, and it's great because it works in tandem with the invisibility. Every time you come out of being invisible, you are going to have volatile rounds. So no matter what, you are going to have volatile rounds. Okay, another way that we're going to go ahead and generate volatile rounds is with deterministic chaos. All right, so I think I just said that was way number 3 to create volatile rounds. I think that's just 2, and this is 3. Okay, now this is totally subjective. I only have this here because I actually like this LMG and I'm trying to find a way to make it fit into builds, right? So every 16th shot is going to create a volatile round, okay? That is, where's the stinking perk? It says every 4th bullet becomes a heavy projectile that weakens targets. We're not worried about weaken, but do know that every target that we kill that is weakened will allow us to go invis. We come out of invis, volatile rounds, see? But also every 16th shot, and it isn't saying here, but every 16th shot should create volatility on that particular enemy that you hit with the shot. And again, I just bring it in the mix because I like the way this thing feels. It isn't the best for DPS by any means, but it is great for ad clearance and sounds cool too. And it just feels cool having it in my hand. So yes, I rock it. It isn't meta, whatever, right? And then when it comes to your energy weapon, you can put on whatever you want. I rock Likely Suspect, what the heck? Likely Suspect Fusion Rifle because again, gives me the opportunity to hit multiple enemies here. You can rock a GL here. You could do anything you want here when it comes to the energy weapon. These are totally subjective. Just know that if you don't have if you don't have deterministic chaos on, then you're taking away a way to create volatile rounds and or weaken the opposition. All right. The 4th way you can create volatile rounds, it is seasonal, right? And it's right here with volatile flow. Whenever you pick up an orb of power, you get volatile rounds for your void weapons. Okay. So this can work in tandem with putting on Void Siphon, which I doubled up on Void Siphon. Rapid Void Weapon Final Blows create orbs of power. You pick up those orbs of power. Now all of a sudden you have volatile rounds yet again. So 4 ways to get volatile rounds, 3 ways to go invis. You should never be without volatile rounds with this build, and you should never not be invisible with this build. And when it comes to the supporting mods, this is what we're looking like on the Hunter Cloak. Distribution, reducing all ability cooldowns when using class abilities near targets, right? We're going to be doing that. We're going to be dodging near targets to go invis. Reduce grenade cooldown when using your class ability. Again, so these 2 work in unison right here. So I can go ahead and get that nade back, get some kills, create volatile rounds, right? When it comes to leg armor, I'm rocking Absolution, picking up orbs of power, which I'm working to generate with the Void Siphon. We are going to go ahead and reduce those ability cooldowns here. And we're going to reduce the class ability cooldowns as well. So these are always refreshing, always. And then I have Strand Weapon Surge because why not? I love this freaking AR right here. And once I can craft it, I'm going to craft it and get like 1,000,000 kills on it, right? So I'm always working on getting that Strand Weapon Surge. It's nice to have a little boost there. When it comes to the chest piece, totally subjective here, totally. I rock whatever resistance on the activity I'm going into. If I know I'm gonna run into a lot of enemies that are going to do void damage, then I'll double up on void resistance, or I'll mix it up here, do an arc void, whatever. And then I have charged up just to allow me to carry an additional armor charge. Again, totally relative here, totally relative. When it comes to the gauntlets, we are looking like Focusing Strike. Grants class ability when you cause damage with a melee attack, right? So again, that snare bomb, boom, I'm gonna go ahead and get some class ability energy back. And then again, whenever you melee an enemy, you get it back. Grants class ability, or excuse me, class ability energy when you cause damage with the nade. Again, the vortex grenade is going to allow you to get that class ability energy back, and you'll be able to dodge and go invis yet again. And then again, rocking out with the helmet, we have 2 void siphons here right here, so we can go ahead and create those orbs of power. And then I have heavy ammo finder here, just so that way I can keep deterministic chaos in the mix. So that is the build. That is what we are looking like. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's juicy and everything works in unison, baby. For real. All in all, this is one of my favorite go-to builds, as I mentioned before, because it gives the hunter so many different ways to survive in those challenging situations, all right? It always feels like there's a way to survive even when you are the last guardian standing and you're backed into a corner, you know? You don't ever have to worry about being the one that causes the team to wipe when you are on the last phase of finishing a boss in a Nightfall, a raid, a dungeon, anything of that nature, and that's a great feeling if we're being honest. So I encourage you all to try it out and adjust things wherever you see fit. Every build that is ever uploaded on YouTube, it's flexible and it's relative to the individual. So I encourage you to play around with things and let me know what you settle upon down in the comments. And with that all being said, your boy Cray is signing out. Thank you all for coming in, watching, and I will catch you all in the next video. Until then, we out. Peace.